Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about producer company. Again, if you are studying in your undergraduates, this is an important question often asked separately as to what is a producer company, who can become members of producer company, what are the objectives of producer company. So let us see what is a producer company and why are we studying it as a separate type of company under the Companies Act. So a producer company. The provision related to producer company are in section 378B. So producer company means a body corporate having objects or activities that are specified in section 378B and is registered as a producer company under the Companies Act 2013. Now producer institution means a producer company or any other institution having only producer or producers or producer company or producer companies as its members, whether incorporated or not, having any object referred to 378B and which agrees to make use of services of producer company as provided in its articles. And who is a producer? A person engaged in any activity connected with relatable primary produce. So we will break down and understand what is the primary produce, what is the objects of producer company, who can become the members, and what are the benefits. So the main principles of a producer company are these three: patronage, mutual assistance and limited returns. Basically जो भी producer company के members होते हैं, producers, they are helping each other, right, with the services. They are taking the services of the producer company and they are giving back the services to the producer company. Mutual assistance. Here, the members are treated equally. All the members of producer company will have only one vote irrespective of their shareholdings, and the membership is voluntary, but they have to do the duties of the members which are being established by the company. Then what are they doing as members? They are assisting each other, they are giving education to each other, they are giving support to each other as members. Third is limited return. Limited return means that every member receive only a limited return on the share capital they have contributed, and if there is any surplus after the provision for payment of reserves, it is being distributed as patronage bonus. So members को limited return मिलती है, surplus reserve बनाया जाता है, and then if there is anything left, that is being distributed as bonus to the members. Now we said that a producer means a producer is somebody who is dealing in primary produce. So primary produce क्या होता है? Right, primary produce hota hai produce of the farmer arising from agriculture, horticulture, vegetation, bee rising or any other primary activity or services which promotes the interest of the farmers or consumers. Or they are persons engaged in handloom, handicraft and other cottage industry, or any product which is resulting from the above activities including the byproduct of such products. Then any product which is resulting from ancillary activity which may assist or promote the above activities, and any activities which are intended to increase the production of anything that is referred in the clauses 1 to 4. So basically agriculture, farming related, yeah, handloom, handicraft related, or anything which is going to enhance their productivity, which is ancillary to it, which helps the farmers, the agriculture, the handloom, the cottage industry. So all these things are being termed as primary produce. So what is the objective of a producer company? The objective of producer company shall relate to all or any of the following. मतलब ये जो लिस्ट दी गई है इसमें से आप कोई चूज कर सकते हैं, एक से ज़्यादा, वो माना जाएगा ऑब्जेक्टिव। प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी अगर आपने बनना है तो आपके जो ऑब्जेक्टिव हैं वो इनमें से ही होने चाहिए, इन अदर वर्ड्स, राइट। सो व्हाट ऑब्जेक्टिव्स कैन बी देयर ऑफ अ प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी? Number one is production, harvesting, procurement, grading, pooling, handling, marketing, export of primary produce of its member। अभी अभी हमने पढ़ा प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूस होता क्या है। सो अगर आप कंपनी बना रहे हो तो आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होना चाहिए कि जो आपके मेंबर्स का प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूस है उसकी प्रोडक्शन करना, हार्वेस्ट करना, प्रोक्योर करना, ग्रेडिंग करना, मार्केटिंग करना, सेलिंग करना, एक्सपोर्ट करना, इंपोर्ट करना, so that the members are benefited. Or it could be processing, preserving, drying, distilling, brewing, पैकेजिंग द प्रोड्यूस ऑफ इट्स मेंबर्स, मतलब मेंबर्स जो काम कर रहे हैं, जो प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी के मेंबर्स हैं, वो प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूस में डील करते हैं, और जो आप कंपनी बना रहे हो प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी, इट इज़ डीलिंग इन हेल्पिंग द मेंबर्स in any way. It could be production, harvesting, procurement, manufacturing, sale, supply of machinery or consumable to the members, or providing education on mutual assistance basis to the members, or rendering technical services, training, research and development which are in the interest of the members, or generation or transmission of distribution of power, land, water resources which are related to the primary produce, or insurance of the producers and their primary produce, or promoting the techniques of mutuality and mutual assistance, or welfare measures, or any other activity which is incidental or ancillary to the above activities. Or it could be financing of the procurement, marketing, processing of the activities which are just listed above this. So if you are wanting to open a producer company, your objectives should be amongst these which are being established in the Companies Act. And second thing, every producer company shall deal with the primary produce of its active members for carrying out any of the object that is specified. So producer company इनमें से कोई भी ऑब्जेक्टिव चूज कर सकती है. द अल्टीमेट ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी इज वेलफेयर ऑफ इट्स एक्टिव मेंबर्स, और वो जो मेंबर्स हैं वो प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूस में डील करते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज फॉर्मेशन of a producer company and its registration. So number one, this is very important कि प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी में कितने मेंबर्स चाहिए होते हैं. प्लीज पे अटेंशन, एनी 10 और मोर इंडिविजुअल्स. तो अगर हम इंडिविजुअल हैं सो एटलीस्ट 10 या 10 से ज़्यादा, ठीक है. और ये सारे जो 10 मेंबर्स हैं ये प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूस में डील करते हैं. और एनी 2 और मोर प्रोड्यूसर इंस्टीट्यूशन, या 2 प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी मिलके एक प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी खोल रही है, और कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ 10 और मोर इंडिविजुअल एंड प्रोड्यूसर इंस्टीट्यूशन. इसका मतलब जो 10 मेंबर्स हैं इंडिविजुअल भी हो सकते हैं और कंपनी भी हो सकती है. तो मतलब एक कंपनी, एक बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी का मेंबर बन सकती है, राइट. लेकिन कंडीशन क्या है, ऑब्जेक्टिव्स वही होने चाहिए जो अभी हमने पढ़े, राइट. Then if the registrar is satisfied that all the requirements are complied within within this for with respect to the registration and matters incidental to, then within 30 days of the receipt of the documents and memorandum and the articles, certificate of incorporation is issued by the registrar. The producer company shall have the liability of its members limited by the memorandum to the amount. If any unpaid shares are held, then it is termed as company limited by share, right. So यहाँ पर आपकी liability as members is mentioned in the memorandum, और अगर कोई unpaid amount है तो उसके लिए आपको पे करना पड़ेगा. So it is a company which is limited by shares. The producer company may reimburse to its promoter all the direct costs which is associated with promotion and registration of the company, including registration legal fees, printing of memorandum and articles, subject to the approval इन द एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग. ये हम आगे पढ़ेंगे रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ कंपनी में, जो जिसने भी प्रमोट करा है. सो वट एवर एक्सपेंसेस हैज बीन इनकर्ड बाय द प्रमोटर, दैट इज बीन रीइंबर्स्ड once it is passed in the general meeting or approved in the general meeting. All right, last point on registration under subsection 2, the producer company shall become a body corporate as if it was a private limited company to which the provision contained in this chapter apply. However, any limit on the number of member thereof and the producer company shall not shall not under any circumstance become deemed to be a public company under this act. तो मतलब हम क्या कह रहे हैं कि इस पे जैसे प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी होती है, the producer company shall become a body corporate as if it was a private limited company, right. Then membership and voting right of the members of the producer company. In a case where membership consists of only individual members, the voting right shall be based on single vote for every member irrespective of the shareholding or patronage of the producer company. मतलब one person one individual, one vote. But if there are producer institutions only, the voting right shall be determined on the basis of participation in the business of the producer company in the previous year or as may be specified by the articles. लेकिन अगर दो producer institutions हैं, individuals नहीं हैं, तो आपकी आप कितने एक्टिव मेंबर हैं उसके बेसिस पर होगी और एज स्पेसिफाइड इन द आर्टिकल्स. Then the articles of the producer company may provide for the conditions subject to which a member may continue to retain the membership and the manner in which voting right should be exercised by the members. आपके जो आर्टिकल्स हैं उसमें आपके रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन स्पेसिफाइड होंगे एज टू कि कौन मेंबर रह सकता है और कौन मेंबर नहीं रह सकता. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप मेंबर बन गए लेकिन आपका कुछ भी कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है. सो बीइंग एन एक्टिव मेंबर इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट व्हाइल यू आर जॉइनिंग अ प्रोड्यूसर कंपनी, राइट. Then no person who has any business interest which is in conflict with the business of producer company can become member. अगर आपका conflicting interest है तो आप इस producer company के member नहीं बन सकते. A member who acquires business interest in conflicts with the business of the producer company shall cease. Just a minute. All right. Shall cease to be the member of the company. तो अगर आपका पहले कोई भी conflicting interest नहीं था लेकिन after becoming member during the course of business, if now you have conflict of interest, then you shall cease to be the member. Last is benefits to the members. Section 378E. So, subject to the provisions made in the article, every member shall initially receive only such value for the produce of products pooled, supplied as board of producer as the board of the producer company may determine, and withheld the price may be disbursed later in cash or kind. So as I told initially कि आपको पहले limited return मिलता है, then you have your reserves, and if the surplus is there, that can be distributed in cash or kind by allotment of equity shares in proportion to the produce supplied by to the producer company. So जितने आप active होंगे उतना ही आपको ज़्यादा proportion of the profits भी मिलेगा. Every member shall on share contributed receive only a limited return, right. हमने भी देखा कि irrespective of shareholding आपका vote एक ही है. So that means we all as members of producer company are equal. It is like a cooperative society but not exactly cooperative society. It differs in certain areas. Here the objective is but the objective is same like in cooperative society कि जो भी इसके members हैं उनका welfare होना. So the surplus if any after making the provision of limited return and reserves may be disbursed as patronage bonus among the members, right. So this was about producer company and why we open a producer company, what is the primary produce, who can be members, 10 individual or 2 institutions or a combination of individual and institution, and what are the benefits and why do we have producer company. This is a separate type of company under Companies Act 2013, and I hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, please feel free to leave in the comment section below. In the next video we will be studying illegal association, that is section 460.